Mark Lamia, studio head, Treyarch. I think you follow up Call of Duty Black Ops by, we followed up by wanting to surprise and innovate in pretty much every area of the game. Whether that's the campaign, the multiplayer, or the zombies. The team had some really ambitious goals. You know, a team that I'm very proud of, wanting to take on the challenge of not just iterating on what we created with Black Ops, but really coming up with some great new innovative gameplay on every front, and they're pushing it on every front. From the very beginning, going to the near future was on the table for us. We really wanted to do something fresh and exciting and new, and create just this epic fiction. You know, Black Ops doesn't talk about a time frame. Black Ops is about what you're doing. It's about being in Black Ops and these deniable operations, and I think sort of the dark mystery that we presented in Black Ops, that comes through, and thematically, the characters, the story, and the setting. It's more about that than any particular time frame. So in order to tell our fiction, we wanted to, one of the main goals was we wanted to present the most compelling villain we've ever done in Call of Duty. And to do that, we wanted to be able to tell a story that required us to have part of it take place in that first Cold War era in the 80s, not, you know, about 20 years after the end of Call of Duty Black Ops 1, where that villain, we learn about that villain's motivations. And it isn't until we get to this later point in time, about a decade out or so from now, it's actually 13 years in 2025, when technology is advanced. It's advanced at such a rapid pace and has been incorporated into our technologies and our military infrastructure to the point where our villain is able to turn our greatest strength into our greatest weakness. There are so many new ways to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The weaponry and the advancements in technology over the next decade play really well in a game space. The advancements in drones and robotics allows for all kinds of new AI that can be created, but also new equipment that we can take over, new vehicles that we can take over, right? You can, now you can fly quad rotors in our game. You can, you know, drive drones. You can control drones on the battlefield, as soldiers will do a decade out. You'll have that ability to do that, which is a totally new gameplay dimension that'll be added. So we're really excited about that. Also, advancements in technology will allow us to add new technology to the weapons that are going to be coming out. So whether it's totally innovative optics that people haven't ever experienced or played, or weapons that are on the drawing boards today but not yet having been manufactured, or just technologies that are on the drawing boards today, to be able to see, to be able to realize that and authentically portray that in the future and allow players to experience that will be totally a new experience for Call of Duty players, and something that, you know, is at the heart of what we wanted to do. Black Ops was, you know, we're very grateful for all the fan support we've had with Black Ops, and what we really wanted to do in Black Ops 2 is give them a lot of great new experiences. In games that we've created in the past, I think it's fair to say that our villains have been fairly two-dimensional in nature. You're the good guy, they're the bad guy. You're going out to stop the bad guy. We absolutely wanted to take on a completely different challenge with the narrative and fiction for this game. And with this game, what we wanted to do was create a three-dimensional villain. And in order to do that, we have to be able to understand the motivations for that villain, which means that we're going to be giving that villain some screen time, so to speak. You're going to be experiencing that villain throughout this time period, these time periods in the past and in the future, and really understand those motivations. And it's not going to be just a two-dimensional situation. You're going to, in fact, the villain is at the heart of a lot of the conflict in the world. And he is masterminding and pulling the strings on the second Cold War and bringing it to a boiling point, and just unraveling that in sort of Black Ops fashion is going to be really exciting for the players.